Alrighty, welcome back to some more Adventure Capitalist. Yes, I have sorted to AdCap because I am tired of writing out the name. I did videos on it. I'm doing streams on it. Because this has nothing to do with the ARG, I will admit, yes, I'm working on an ARG and I'm working on a separate ARG. Both use the same cipher code. The second one is in a RPG game maker. I'm essentially remaking a story I made on 3DS, because there's no longer support for that, so I can't transfer it, so it's going to take a while. Once that is out, I will do playthroughs of it, and I might even do development logs of me developing the story. Quick disclaimer though, I will never outright tell you the answer to any ARGs that appear on my channel. I leave that to you guys to figure out. Even when it's solved, instead of telling people the answer, I plan to just, if somebody makes a video on it, or if somebody leaves a comment that has information that's 100% correct, I will put a link, or if I know about it, put a link, or just make sure that they get the spotlight for solving it. I'm not creating a puzzle for me to just put out there and then say, oh, but this is the answer. No. The editing software I was using at the beginning isn't working, and or wasn't working recently, so there is story bits for that for the one ARG that just isn't available. Hopefully the other one, I still have all the stuff for it. If not, I have to remake it, but I hope people have fun with that. It's not too complicated. I will be making more complicated ones in the future. I'm trying to think if there was anything else on them. Oh, I'm not going to say the name of the email, but I will be using secondary Google accounts to leave comments that have clues. I have like 20 different emails, so I'll be using most of my extra emails to do that in the future. So if you're trying to solve the ARG with the Risk with Friends, I would encourage you to check the comments. It might not be a pinned comment. I haven't pinned any comments. Check the description. If there's a time code that is a clue, I will leave those. For long videos I edited, I left clues as to where to look for actual stuff involving the ARG. Yes, the whole video technically is part of it, and I understand if people actually like watching the game, but please be aware that there is hints. I'm never going to edit something into a video and not point out that I edited it in. If I edit a video, it's because it's part of an ARG, or because I said something that I can't say on camera, or a family member came in and I had to cut out part of the video, or maybe I left it running on the black screen for too long. All of those are the only reasons I would edit a video. I don't Everything on my channel is made by me, by myself. No professional equipment, no. A lot of my older stuff was made on basically a free cell phone, free smartphone that I had at the time, that I got for free when I was a kid, because it came free with the phone plan. So it's definitely something to be aware of. I'm not going to now. I'm never going to create an ARG and there not be a theme or a plot or something of the sort. As for me talking in videos, the reason I've started doing it again, or being able to do it again, is because for a while I shared a space with two brothers. One moved out again, and the other one works during the day. So on my days off, instead of laying around, which I've had a lot of lately because my job's not giving me enough hours, but that's not your problem. On my days off, I am able during the day while he is at work to get on the game, boot up the streaming, and record audio. I could also do that during times when he's out at the store for hours or out with his friends. I just have to be careful because if I do it while he's home, it could cause problems. If anyone is interested in playing Lethal Company with me, with the mods I have set up, leave comments on my modded Lethal Company videos. I will, in the video, in my next video on it, after seeing the comments, if I get enough comments, I will post a screenshot or a link or something, maybe just a list of the mods, and then I will create a public lobby with no password for just anyone to just come and join. What else? Black Ops 3 Zombies. Yes, I am willing to play with random strangers or subscribers or anybody. I just need to see that it's do people want that or not? Because if there's no interest shown, I'm not going to go out of my way to try and do it. I would like to do all the Easter eggs, and I would like to have done them all, but even with mods, some of them are nearly impossible at points. I'm trying to think what else. The reason I restart a lot in Risk Factions, even when I'm not playing against bots, I know, because I've played the game for so long, I know what's a lose and what's a win. Because even when I play off camera, even because I've played off camera a lot too, I know at the start, after about the first 2 rounds, I immediately know who's going to win. Almost every time when it's me versus a bunch of bots. Because at some point, the game is rigged. At least the Steam version is. It doesn't receive updates. It has no developer support. You can't even find it in the Steam store anymore. And a big problem I've had with it is I'll be playing and I'll have like an 80 versus 3 and I'll lose like all 80 guys somehow. And this hasn't happened on camera, it's happened off camera, so I try not to bring it up a lot. But it is rigged, and I know I've had rigged fights on camera. Statistically, it's impossible to constantly roll 6s, and that's why when I slow roll it in front of, and then there's 4 or 5 sixes in a row on the same die, I leave the match because I know I'm going to lose. Whether or not the AI is guaranteed to win or not is completely random. The challenges for Circle Wars Empires is the next thing. I have never heard of any challenges for it. I'm just trying to make some up as I go. If they're ones that actually exist with slightly different rules out there, fine, whatever. If you want to see me do a challenge you make, let me know. Put it in a comment on one of the videos, and I'll pick out my favorite ones, and I'll do them on camera, with or without audio sometimes. I'll do them multiple times. I'll do a bunch of different modes. Sorry, I just woke up a little bit ago. Just drink my coffee. In the future, you might see more diversity of content for my channel. At one point, I had a secondary channel of me and some friends. I haven't hung out with them in a while, so I haven't made any content for that. Unfortunately, with how busy they are, and then with me being busy usually on the days that they're not, I haven't had any time to do anything, so there's that. That channel might not even get content for another couple of years. Face reveal. I don't feel a need to do a face reveal because a lot of my older videos have my whole entire body when I was a kid in it. So, I mean, how much different can a face be over, 10, 11 years? I think my oldest video one of my oldest videos has me standing there playing Black Ops when I was like 10 or 11. Just standing there playing Black Ops because I had a habit when I was younger. ADHD. I would stand up, and I was surprised with how well those recordings were because those were made on a 3DS, not a later model 3DS either, a floor model 3DS. So there's that. But if there's interest in that, if I get enough comments on it, I'll just do it. I don't really care. It's not a big deal to me. Another thing is Dungeons and Dragons. If anyone's interested in online Dungeons and Dragons or content around that, again, leave a comment. If I don't see the comment, just leave it. Just copy and paste it on a different video. I get so little comments right now, I pretty much read all of them. AI generated stuff. Yes, I have a video already that has AI generated stuff in it. No, I'm not gonna apologize for that. It's me playing D&D with an AI DM. That's... If I had a group of real people who wanted to play, I'd be playing with them. That's just how it is. It's how circumstances are. But I will not use AI content I won't hide if it's AI, if AI is used. You can choose whether or not you want to watch it. That's on you. But I'll do reviews too of what AI is good for what if I use it. The AI Realms is only really good for Dungeons and Dragons if you have specific information to give it. When you generate the character, you have to be specific. When you say what you want to do, you have to be specific, or you'll get results that don't even match up with the story that's being told. You'll go from fighting dragons in a cave to watching TV in a modern house. Now, I won't lie. I support AI content, AI apps, and that what they a certain kind of AI I support. I support the type of AI that is used to add to things, not to replace people. So, like AI Realms, it adds to D&D. It doesn't replace D&D. It's not. It's not. It's not a complete replacement. Um, and most of the time when I play it, I come up with my own idea for custom for the world. I use custom. I come up with my own world, and then I make my character, and I understand that people are going to be like, "Oh, AI image generators." The thing is, yes, should AI image generators not be a thing? Of course, it would be nice if people didn't need to rely on them, but sometimes people do need to rely on them. Not everyone's a perfect artist, not everyone can draw perfectly. And so it makes certain things more accessible. Should it be used for like actual AI be used for actual real world art? No, never. Right? You shouldn't be posting AI art up as the art. The art should never be the focus. It should be used to add to something else. And nothing should ever be completely AI made. Like if you use an AI picture in a book, the rest of the book should be entirely written by you. Otherwise, it's not your book, it's the AI's book. And you should have no pride in doing that. A story written by an AI, you should show, entirely by an AI especially, you should show no pride for. AIs have always been used in video games. Always. Bots are just weak AIs, you know? So, just because it's limited doesn't mean it's not AI. Artificial intelligence, that's what it is. Could AI be useful? Yes. Another thing that you need to remember when talking about AI is that studies have proven that the human brain, when fully intact, fully developed, and undamaged, has always been more powerful than any supercomputer on the planet by a far margin. So, to say that AI's existence is a threat to humanity, it depends on how it's used. I think that replacing people with AI will cause problems. We already can barely afford, as a civilization, to stay afloat. There are more homeless people than there ever should have been, and plenty of them not by choice. And that's very screwed up. And I will not make excuses for people who use just AI. I will use AI for things, but I will point that out in every single instance. If there's a large percentage of a video that uses an AI image, or I will point that out. In fact, my current YouTube channel image, yeah, that wasn't drawn by a person. That was made by some free AI I used. Because I can't draw that good, and I can't afford to pay someone to draw that for me, so I used a free online tool. Now, that was nowhere near what I was expecting it to generate, don't get me wrong. At the time, I was trying to do what ifs, and the way I talk without writing the story down, trying to wing it, I just couldn't get it good enough. So, yeah, I just gave up that for the time. I'll probably return to it. What else is there to discuss before I switch to Circle Wars? I know that people are going to get upset, but how do I put this? VR content. I will resume at some point. I know I was doing it for a while, but it wasn't really getting views, and I kind of got really upset, and I took a break from it, because a big problem with the VR games is smurfing. What will happen is a cheater or a high-level player will get banned, or the high-level player will be so high of a level that people will just refuse to play against them and in casual, and then they will make a Smurf account. They'll lie about how long they've had the game. They'll claim they've had it for like a month or two, and then they will guaranteed beat. They'll dominate. They'll try hard. They won't play. They'll, if they're a cheater doing it, they've probably been banned on their main account or had a temp ban, or they're using it to cheat so that their main account can't get in trouble. It's a major problem. It's not getting fixed anytime soon, which will upset people. And unfortunately, because of that, I've had problems playing online with VR. And I've had problems staying hydrated while playing VR games, and I get headaches, or I go into caffeine withdrawal because I haven't drank coffee in a couple days because I've been busy with VR. I will get back into VR today at some point, probably. Depends on how long I play Circle Wars for. It'll probably be more Swords Sorcery Nomad. And it'll probably be at least for an hour or two, because I really like that game. It gets me exercising. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. So as soon as I'm done reaching this next goal right here, I'm gonna switch games. I'm not gonna go for this one.